Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's the DFS Riddler coming back at you live with another MLB video, here to answer all of your DFS questions and solve all of your DFS riddles for this Thursday, June the 6th slate. Before we get started, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future MLB videos that I'll be putting out this season. Speaking of subscribing, guys, also if you're new, just to let you know, I'm doing a $20 cash giveaway out of my own pocket, just for reaching 100 subscribers, guys. So just about 2/3 of the way there. Keep on subscribing. Once I do reach that 100 subscriber mark, I'll be announcing that $20 cash giveaway winner in the last video of my week, my last video of that week. So yeah, guys, real $20 cash giveaway, like I said, out of my own pocket. Just a little token of my appreciation to you guys for you showing your appreciation to me and subscribing to my YouTube channel. So all you got to do to be involved in that is hit that subscribe button, guys. But yeah, we do have a I'm going to be doing a video on the 5-game main slate, which is the night slate. There's also a morning slate as well. I believe it's 7 games, but I'll be covering the 5-game main slate, guys. Before I do go over my picks, I just want to go over Draft Dashboard for you guys real quick. If you are new to Draft Dashboard, or if you haven't tried it before, you are missing out, guys. This optimizer right here is one of the best optimizers and fantasy tools that you can find out there on the market, guys. Start off by going over the MLB cheat sheet. This is perfect if you haven't had the right time to do research, or you just don't want to do any research. It gives you all the best plays on the slate, guys. You've got your top pitchers in the best spots to make value. You've got your stud bats over $4,000, your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K, your value bats under 3.5K. The best part about the MLB cheat sheet, guys, is the home run hitters list. This list right here gives you a list of all the players that have a high probability and a high upside of hitting a home run for the day. And when you are trying to take down a GPP, you're going to need a lot of home runs in your lineup. Just a fact of the matter, guys. So this list right here is a great place to start to find out who those guys are going to be, who those guys are going to be to get you those home runs. Next up, I'll go over the position optimizer, guys. This is a really awesome tool. Breaks down the slate by position. You've got all the players by position with a draft dashboard ranking, predicting how well they are going to fare for that day in their matchup. Gives you individual player statistics. You've got batter versus pitcher and pitcher versus batter stuff. It tells you how the player has fared in their last 5 games. Also, how they fared in their last 5 games against the opposing team, guys. So, a really important tool. It also lets you build a player pool, guys, of all the different players that you like on the slate. Once you do build that player pool, you head over to the lineup optimizer. This is my favorite part about Draft Dashboard, guys. This lineup optimizer is awesome. Once you do create a lineup based on your player pool, you can upgrade each player as need be to a higher draft dashboard ranking, or you can just choose not to mess with the lineup at all and just go with it. And I mean, nothing wrong with that. Draft Dashboard has been on fire, guys. This tool also has a mass lineup generator, which will allow you to create anywhere from 10 to 100 lineups at one time. Really awesome tool if you like to enter in the 20 entry max contest. That mass lineup generator is definitely for you guys. Next up, I'll go over the sleepers and studs. This tool is also really awesome, guys. When you do want to fit in the big dollar bats in your lineup, you are going to need some value in there, some players under $4,000. And this list right here gives you a list of the players that are under $4,000 that have an actual really good chance of making value at that price tag and not getting you a zero. Which is really important, guys, because we want value that's gonna get us points. We don't want zeros in the lineup, and we also want to be able to fit in those big top dollar stud bats. So definitely this list right here is important when you are searching for the right value play in your lineup, guys. But yeah, that is Draft Dashboard in a nutshell. If you haven't tried it, like I said, you are missing out, guys. It is only $1 to try it for 30 days, and you can do so by clicking the link that's in my YouTube video description. It'll take you to where you need to go to give Draft Dashboard a shot. And like I said, it's only $1 for 30 days. If you don't like it after 30 days, you can cancel, but I guarantee you won't cancel. You'll be making more money on your fantasy picks, guys. And that's what we all want to do. We all want to make more money at this. So definitely give Draft Dashboard a shot. All right, so before I do go over the picks for today, I'm just going to talk about pitching for just a minute for you guys. As you can see, these are the pitchers that we have on this 5-game limited slate. We have Jose Barrios, who I like as my SP1. If you're paying up for pitcher today, guys, Jose Barrios is in probably one of the best spots in my opinion. He's $9,700 going up against the Cleveland Indians, who do strike out a ton. Like I've said before, they are starting to pick it up here lately, but against good pitching, their platoon is just not a lot of good hitters there, guys. So you got a weighted OPS of 658. Jose Barrios is an absolute stud versus righties. He is consistent, guys. He put up a 21, an 18, a 10, a 0, and a 27. So some bad games in there, but he had some hard matchups as well. He did put up a 40 the last time that he faced Cleveland, so I do like that. He has a 100 draft dashboard ranking. I like him over the other pitchers that we have available. So you got Patrick Corbin here today. Patrick Corbin, his 10,300. And honestly, guys, I like the Padres bats. They've been on fire lately. The righties in the Padres lineup hit for a lot of power. Franmil Reyes, Will Myers. I have a feeling that Patrick Corbin will get lit up, so I have absolutely no interest there. Tyler Skaggs for the Los Angeles Angels versus Oakland, 8,700. He's had a lot of good last 5 games in his last 5 games. Very good pitcher, consistent. Whatever. He's going up against the Athletics, and he's a lefty, and they are righty stacked in their lineup. I like their bats also. They have a lot of righties that hit for power, and Skaggs gives up an 811 OPS versus righties, so I don't trust that. I like the bats. Jay Hop, he's been better lately with that 20 and that 29. He just put up that 20 against Boston. But once again, I don't trust him. Even against the Blue Jays, he could be a good play. I probably will have some exposure to him. But the Blue Jays do have some righties that hit for power, like Vladimir Guerrero. And Hop he's getting older, and this year he's in the first part of his year, he's been giving up a lot of power. Home runs has been his problem. So I can't trust it. If he walks a couple batters and gives up a big shot home run, that's it. So I don't trust Hop. Same thing with Trevor Bauer. He's had problems with the home runs this year. He does get the strikeouts usually to make up for it. But he has a hard matchup tomorrow with the Minnesota Twins. He did put up a 30 against them in his first outing of the year. I get it, but once again, it's a risk that I don't really want to take against the Minnesota Twins team, who have been hitting for the most power in the damn league the entire season. So Trevor Bauer has that K upside. The Twins will K a lot, but he could give up a lot of home runs. He could get blown up there, so I don't trust it. Yeah, for my SP2, I'll just go ahead and we'll jump into that. We'll jump into the picks, guys. But I just thought I'd talk about a couple of the other, top dollar pitching options that you have on the slate today that are not over $9,000. Definitely like Barrios out of any of those other guys. Hop is cheap. He's like 7,800, but between Patrick Corbin, Trevor Bauer, Tyler Skaggs, who's like 8,700, I prefer Barrios out of all those pitchers. My SP2 that I like is Ariel Uriado for the Texas Rangers. And I just want to pay down at SP2 today a little bit, guys, because there is some bats that I want to pay up for that have a really high upside. So 6,400 for this guy. I understand that he's pitching in Texas at home. Whatever. I don't care. The strikeout upside is there against Baltimore. They strike out a fucking ton, especially against righties. He should have a pretty decent game. You have a weighted OPS of 739. He gives up, average OPS to righties and lefties. He did put up a 21 in his last outing. I believe that was against Kansas City at home as well. So he gives you that 21 point upside, guys, at 6,400. I will take that, especially against the Baltimore Orioles, and he will go low owned, being that it is in Texas. And people love to focus on, the ballpark factors a whole lot. Yeah, he could give up a home run or two, but like I said, this is an Orioles team that strikes out a fucking ton. So I love the upside here for this guy at 6,400. That's who I am locking in to pair with Jose Barrios. And I'm going to leave up a lot of room for bats. So we will talk about the bats that I like for today. I absolutely love the Yankees. I love the Yankees stack. I love them as playing them as a one-off. I prefer a stack. But DJ LeMahieu, 4,400. You're getting exposure to the Yankees extremely cheap. They are going up against Edwin Jackson, who is arguably the worst pitcher in the league, guys. He gives up 1,066 OPS versus righty batters, and he gives up a lot of home runs. I don't know if you guys remember the game that he played in Colorado. Oh my God, what did he give up? Like 6 or 8 earned runs in the first inning or some shit. This guy should not be pitching in the majors. He should be already back in AAA or AA or some shit. I don't know, but he fucking sucks. And DJ LeMahieu, to get him in the number one spot, I think he put up like 24 fantasy points in this last night's outing. So he hits very, very well. Before that, 5, 5, 7, 23, and 20. Too cheap batting in the leadoff spot against really bad pitcher. Definitely get some of DJ LeMahieu if you're stacking the Yankees tomorrow, which I highly recommend, guys. So for my next pick, Gary Sanchez. I'm giving you guys a catcher because $5,500 catcher, Gary Sanchez. This guy is absolutely on fire. He's a beast. He hits home runs like it's nobody's business. So I love that matchup for 5,500 against Edwin Jackson, who I said, just like I just said, he gives up a shitload of home runs, guys. So Gary Sanchez, 5,500, hasn't hit one in a couple of games. He is my dinger of the day. I predict Gary Sanchez will hit a home run tomorrow. So I don't mind paying 5,500 for Gary Sanchez. He is worth it. He will get you the points that you need, especially in this matchup. Next up, my next big dollar bat that I like for tomorrow, Shin-Soo Choo for the Texas Rangers. He is also 5,500, guys. They are going up against David Hess at home, hitter friendly ballpark. I do like that when you have a pitcher that is notoriously known for giving up a shitload of home runs, a pitcher that gives up a lot of fly balls, a lot of balls hit in the air, not a lot of ground balls. David Hess is garbage. He's also probably one of the worst pitchers in the league, if right down there with Edwin Jackson. So this is a great matchup for Chu. Love his price tag. He absolutely is on a tear. 23, 14, 5, 17, and a 7. So you spend 5,500. He'll be chalky. Don't get me wrong, guys, but you're definitely locking in, anywhere from 15 to 30 fantasy points, if he hits his ceiling. So Shin-Soo Choo, great play for me tomorrow. Definitely in my core. All right, so next up, I got some value plays for you guys. We'll start off. We'll go back to the New York Yankees. Aaron Hicks. He's only 4,100. and they did have him sit last night, guys. He took the day off, so he should be back in the lineup for tomorrow. Draft Dashboard loves him. He has a crown beside him. He has a 95 Draft Dashboard ranking. And he is 2 for 2 against Jackson with a double and a home run. So $4,100 is way too cheap for hitting in the number 3 spot in the Yankees lineup against the worst pitcher in the league. So this is a wonderful value play at $4,100, guys. Next up is Chris Davis. Going with the Oakland Athletics, $3,900. Chris Davis is abso-fucking-lutely way too cheap tomorrow. It's because they're going up against Tyler Skaggs. Like I said, he is a good pitcher, but he gives up an 811 OPS to righty batters. And like I said before, the Oakland Athletics lineup is righty stacked. Chris Davis, we all know he hits for a lot of power. He's got a 100 Draft Dashboard ranking. Up against Skaggs, he is 7 for 20, 350 batting average, 1 single, 2 doubles, and 4 home runs, guys. So for under $4,000, Chris Davis, yes, please, abso-fucking-lutely sign me up for that. Next up, for my last play of the slate, my next value play as well, Randall Grichuk for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is only $3,400, guys. Going up against Jay Hop. Like I said, this is another good pitcher. He's been pitching well in his last couple games, but has trouble giving up the long ball. He gives up a lot of home runs. He has so far this year. He gives up a lot of foul balls, a lot of balls hit in the air. So I like Randall Grichuk's chance at $3,400 to get you a home run. He is 1 for 4 against Hop. He does have a home run, and that 1 for 4 was a home run. And Hop gives up an 803 OPS versus righties. So if you're looking for a cheap stack from the Toronto Blue Jays that have a lot of upside, a little good 2-man stack would be like Vladimir Guerrero and Randall Grichuk. Both guys have hit lefties very, very well. So and will be cheap and lower owned. So that is it for tonight's video, guys. Hope you guys have been killing it in your MLB picks. I know I have. Let's continue to fucking crush it, and let's get this money tomorrow, guys. Until next time's video, as always, make lots of money, and DFS Riddler is out.